Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. If you are watching this from behind the scenes because you've not watched the live stream, well guess what, this is going to be a nice highlight video. We recorded this live, as you can see, for anyone in chat that is currently participating in this, and we're going to basically go over Hulkden Gaming's amazing footage he covered of BDO. They went over and basically fought in their server 4 pass after all of the drama happened. There was one last massive, I think, ditch war that occurred, so we get to go through it. We're going to break it down and do all of that goodness for PvP analysis. So if you're going to enjoy it, smash the like, comment and subscribe right now before we get into all of it, and thank you guys for watching the video. So again, we're watching this from Hulkden's point of view. We have no control over it, but we are going to be able to see what is going on, right? So even if we just pause it right here for everyone, we've got the two alliances. So in the top corner, we have the big boys, B, D, M, and O all here. I mean, this is where the D, A/S alliances, right? The Dragon family are here versus the BDO. So as you can see, BDO are going in the defensive. They've already got the pass. They need to basically control it and hopefully defend it. Otherwise, carnage will ensue. So we can see, obviously, you guys are familiar with this, with ranged combat. This is, again, I'm not going to lie, a term that you can use in Age of Titans as well as Call of Dragons, if you're going to try both games out. You can use your ranged units to actually shoot over passes and actually, shoot over terrain like rivers and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we always see when it comes to that combat. But we can see here a lot of the DA setting up their defenses. You got all of that barricades being built, as well as some extra maybe flags being built here. And here we go, let's look. So you got the main BDO murder ball just chilling. Oh, just chilling. And if we pause it, oh, we did. I have spotted it right. It might be a bit hard to see, but here, if you can just spot it, it does say Chisgall Primes. And this is when even Mr. Chisgall was online. So this was a massive fight that were going on. Everyone were here, So let's see what we got. We can skip through a bit, I think. So some BDM members clearly went to push through for some reason, but the DS said no. They've got people now fighting. It looks like they're either hitting through the pass. Yep, they definitely are fighting through the pass. So right now, and we're looking at this, we've got members here coming in and fighting through. I can see a rally, that rally there. This is a rally coming through for BDO now. This is a rally bomb. So either they're going to cancel these rallies or they're going to play them out. You've got triple rally bomb now coming in from BDO, BDM, that are coming out of that pass, which is basically, as you notice, I'm pausing it here, that is created space. So if you can imagine, if we just, and I really need to emphasize this, this is a really good strategy here. DA are basically fighting up into this wall, right? But because of those rallies basically have forced like a pocket. And then now you're going to watch all of this murder ball rush in. They're going to rush in here and try and take that space, because if they can take that space, what will happen is what you would hopefully would imagine is they're going to be able to then push out, and if they can push out, that is going to be a very explosive fight here. So let's see what goes on. We're going to just skip through. So there's that Legioness's rally still there. It's at the top left corner. BDO BDM now coming through. So you can see them pushing in. Terry Foster being one of the main targets for the BDO front line. Hutch there as well, using a Thunder Shadow. And honestly, Thunder Shadow, it does so much damage if you don't know, man. That Fang of Ashikari artifact is so good. So if we pause it right here, again, we can see, so if we, it looks chaos, there's just numbers flying, but it does make sense, guys. So you've got now, like we were saying, this kind of line. And this line, as you can see, you've got all the DA guys. All the DA are still here. But you've got the BD guys now. You know, the BD guys are all in this little formation. So from that push, you know, as we imagined from this little, you know, pocket from those rallies, next minute you've just gained all of that space back. So this is the way they're going to try and fight. See if they can keep pushing out. It's going to be interesting to see for this very, very first fight here. I'm trying to spot who's in it. There's some big players. You got Legianus in there. You got Striker in there. I'm thinking you got Chisgol in there too, but I can't tell because of the quality. Should we see if we can put the quality even at 1080p? That doesn't help. Doesn't help, does it, boys? Legianus, though, now finally going down. You can see he's madly very, very low. Yo, look at all the deads coming out from the DA, man. Look at all of the ghosts going back to the Shadow Realms. Have BD won this push? Yo, it's looking like they have. Oh my lord, BD or BDM actually showing why they should be the ones in the center here without any of this BS that clearly happened to them. Oh my god, I love it. I love watching PvP, dude. Good PvP is like... It's like UFC. It's major. Oh my god, they did it, dude. What a plan. What a plan. Congratulations. And that is, as you can see, look. And this is why I'm talking about when you look at space. Space, guys, is so important in this game. Creating that space with those 3-4 rally bombs they sent in caused the alliance of the Dragon family to focus to them, switch their attention there because they're thinking, oh, if we don't kill them, next minute we're going to get swarmed by more and more units. But by doing that, they've allowed the murder ball just to sneak through. And by sneaking in that space, you saw how quick they can explode out. Honestly, very good strategy there. Really, really good teamwork. And they're not done. Look, they're pushing now for the ramp. And they need to get out of the ramp. Ramp is the next major choke point. Because here is actually a really good plateau for them. Because they can go off, you know, off this little ridge here. So if you pause it before he zooms in to the next major fight. The good bit about here is, if you think about it, the BD controls all of this zone, right? They control all of this area, which does allow them to fly over and easily use ranged attacks now on anyone who's trying to reclaim that zone. So for them, their next major objective is getting out of here. This box, as you guys know, we always call ramps the dead zones in all of the war rooms because it's just too enclosed and just you feel honestly claustrophobic when you have all this AoE damage slamming on everyone. So let's see how it looks here. You can see them all at the top, so they should either be determining two things. They're either pushing through and we're going in hard, or they're gonna hold this area, right? They need to either hold this zone because they've got the space to, right? And they can easily refresh now without having to worry. So, let's see what they do. It looks like some of them are opting in to refresh. Because you can see a bunch of them have gone in. And as a bunch of them come in, they've got a bunch coming back, right? So you can see they are going to hold that plateau. So, very cool move. Let's see what they do from here, right? I'm going to skip into it a little bit. We've got a DS rally coming in here. So here on this ramp, there's a Syndron rally. So let's see what this pairing is. I don't know if it's going to be Syndron Freygar. We don't know. But if it's Syndron Freygar, I'm going to tell you now. And I think it is because of how squishy that rally is. Look how quick that rally is dropping. That is being focused down by all of these members with T5. And they are flat out killing it. It's at 50% health. Hulk, what are you doing? Hulk, get rid of the chat. Mr. Boy. Thank you, my bro. I love you. I love you, my dude. But geez, that rally is getting absolute rinsed here. It was already at 50% health here. Zooming back in to see what its health at now. Trying to find it. It's in this mess. Where are you? Oh my lord. I think it's dead. I actually think it's just dead. I can't see it. Can you see it? I think it's just dead. Oh, there it is. It is. It's just dead. Oh my lord. Right there. Even though we couldn't see it, in this area was the rally. So the rally was in here and all of these guys were just pummeling it. They pummeled this rally so hard that right here, oh, I say where that ring is, but right on this ramp, you know, is where that nasty, nasty rally death is. So you can see them all basically marching home here from that rally, I believe now. This is why, honestly, I believe you're going to send a rally. It's Syndron and Kanara. I think that march might be the new rally meta. Because the thing is, if you have Syndron and Freygar, yes, it does the most damage. Everyone knows this. But it's so squishy. Like, it is so squishy, guys. And you saw it there. They shredded that rally because they didn't care. They knew what it were and they just flat out melted it. So here we can see, you know, they've got control. So let's see what this develops. This is the first 13 minutes of the fight. So we've skipped forward 5 minutes. We've skipped forward 5 minutes. And now we can see DA have now got their murder ball. And DS have got a Nico rally. This is a much better rally to send. Because Nico already has a ton of counter-attack damage. So if these guys now hit this rally, they're gonna suffer some nasty damage. And they're pushing with it. Really nice little push here. So this is what a lot of people do. They like to push with that rally. Because by pushing with that rally, it basically, again, creates some space for your alliance members here. That rally actually doing some considerable AoE damage. And it's actually tanking. Already at 90% health here. I'd have loved to see some of these reports. Maybe he gets them. Who knows? Maybe. That rally's almost at the pass. There we go. It's getting focused down now. Nico rally in the yellow, meaning it's at least around the 75% health or lower mark. Easily probably around the 70% mark now on that HP bar. Closing down easy to around 65%. And that rally's trying to work out a way to get towards the pass, but there's too many troops blocking it by the BDO. BDM Alliance here, perfect little strategy here. And they're now pushing forward to kill the DA murder ball that is located at the very bottom of that ramp there. They don't know what to do here because they have all of these terrifying Infernos and some crazy Phoenix Eye AoE dropping, all going into that same zone. Fang of Ashikari being used right in that center zone. So even if the infantry or someone wants to push forward right then and then, whoever dropped that for the BDO Alliance just stop that momentum shift really easy. And look at that. Oh my god, that Valen just got vaporized within a second of showing himself on top of the ramp there. Really clean focus and targeting by the BDO BDM family here on server 32. That rally, 50% HP there, and it is located, if you guys are wondering, the rally is just located where the arrow is. So let's see if that rally hits. If that rally hits, it's going to get some, I'm not going to lie, it's going to get obliterated. It's already at 50% health, going against 100% garrison, which is the Madeline Nika, and I'm telling you, that Madeline Nika, if your rally's at 50% health, Nika is having a field day with you. So we can keep an eye on it. We can see what this rally does here. But I don't think it's going to do anything major. As long as these guys do put troops in. You can see the health bar here of the, you know, garrison slowly losing and losing its health. That's fine. Ooh, really good defense by him though. Really good defense. time bomb. Brutal time bomb. Nice time bomb going into everyone here. Ooh, nasty, guys. And this is why we say it to you guys, you know, free to play. If you are playing free to play and you have time bomb, man, putting it on a match when they're going into AoE like this. Ooh. And that rally now, easily 10-20% markers here. So let's see what happens. We're going to skip forward. Easily the rally gets killed. We can imagine that. We know that was going to happen. Rally gets killed. BDO successfully defends the push because, as you can imagine, Dragons will not push without the rally there to basically try and get some extra AoE or fighting. So now you've got what I was talking about, right? Now the BDM range members are trying to punish and hit these guys over the top. So let's see what we're going to skip in. So we've just skipped another 5 minutes. So at the moment, it's looking chilled. So we'll pause it there. I'll give you guys a quick recap so what we know, what's going on, and it'll be a nice little summary so far between the recording for everyone on the YouTube. So basically what we've been doing and what we've been watching is BDO BDM. Really fantastic here. What we've got at is 31 minutes and 10. So the way the war began, as we can see, BDO on the other side on the defense, right? On a really good defensive procedure. What you can see from the BDO alliance in the opening section here is these 3 rallies. These 3 rallies all located here push all the way in through the main zone, allowing the big pocket here to be created. And by creating that pocket of space, it allows this massive murder ball to basically occupy this space. And by occupying this space, what you're going to see then is the alliance then spread out and cover this region. And because now they can spread out and cover this region, they're on a better fighting field. Not everyone's taking the same amount of AoE. It's being spread out amongst all of the alliance fairly. So when you go and you watch that push go into action here, and even when you skip through, you can see how brutal this was. And we go in. Here it is. Look, all of these marchers coming in. All of them are positioned in that nasty line formation. And DS are trying to obviously combat it. And they can't. And by not being able to combat it, and these rallies causing so much havoc, it allowed the BDO and BDM alliance through. So that gets you to where they are now. And that allows them to basically defend on their pass. And they can defend a lot more offensively, which is so much better. Being able to defend offensively compared to, you know, trying to just keep filling and chasing it. So really nice actually strategy by these guys. I'm just saying, every single time you watch them, they've got some new clever way of abusing it. I don't know if they're watching my PvP videos. I don't know if they're, you know, understanding the concept of attention and space creation from the way like I discuss it. Maybe they are, and they're implementing it into their strategy, but I love to see it all the time. Yeah, so at the moment they're chilling out, so we're gonna skip through, see if anything occurs. So now we're in 40 minutes. We're coming up to the 40-minute mark. We've got some small fighting. You can't see it. It's a little small murder ball just below me here. Nothing too crazy. So we're going to start skipping through, boys. We're going to get to where it gets juicy, baby. And finish up the video. Because you can see, look how long, guys. This is a 2-hour video. And at the moment, this is now, if we get to here, this is an hour. So right here, this is an hour worth of defense. So right now in server 32, during this time, this was recorded. If he zooms out, I'll be able to get the date, but it was on the 13th. So this was only 3 days ago when this occurred. This was at midnight, right? This was at midnight. You had to be on. I was obviously asleep because it's 1 AM my time. So honestly, like I say, you got to thank everyone thank Hulkden Gaming for the ability for me to just go through and watch this video and, you know, break it down into a nice YouTube video for you guys, as well as the people watching this currently on the live stream. So you can see here, they've been able to defend for over an hour. This is an hour worth of a defense, which is nuts, right? And now this is where in the video things are starting to change. So we're at hour and 12 minutes. You can see this on the timer where my little mouse is, and this is where things are starting to change. So let's go and see what happens here, because this is where you can see it's gonna go a little bit dicey. So right now we can see we've got no music. This is going to be just hardcore footage now. As you can imagine, he might have ran out of loop, Mr. Hulk. But it's cool, it's cool. We're here to fill out the commentary anyway. So I'm wondering what is happening here, because obviously we can't see what's going on. I'm guessing Hulkden's gone to sleep, so he's recorded just this area right now. Or he might have just been away, who knows, right? So BDO looking, if I'm honest, they are looking shaky. So like they are looking like they can see something coming, and they're like moving left and right. Like they're moving forward to back. Like we need to either disappear or we need to, you know, push forward and get more troops here. Like I think that they either getting down to their, you know, downtime right now, or DA secretly pushing with something a little bit scary. So we're skipping it by 5 seconds here. And you've got some DA guys now pushing the gate. And a lot of the BDM guys are not replying. And now we've got audio back. So he was probably out of the room. Now we're back. Something's going on. He realizes it. And this is sketch, guys. This is sketchy as hell, especially if we're breaking it down, because you've got the murder balls, and this is only a small little force. This is only a small force. But all of these troops look AFK. Here is AFK. I think this is the problem right now. People might have fallen asleep, or they might not be paying attention to these troops. So maybe this is the turning point where the Dragon Alliance are going to pounce. BDM pushing forward, really good. I like the response. Yeah, here he comes, look. So, I don't know why it skips time. I'm just going to let you guys know. So, just before, this is 1717, and this is still 1717. So, some reason, maybe his footage needs to reset, but there's a little clip. So what happens, and this is why the BDM ball was looking sketchy, I think, is here. Look. So you have a rally now coming. You have a rally now inbound with a load more troops. So let's see what happens here, because these guys look AFK, and like I said, guys, if these guys are AFK, you're going to get punished. And I'm not going to lie, I think I kind of speak on a lot of players when I say this. If you're AFK, you deserve to be punished. I'm just going to say it. I don't care. Hate me for saying it. If you're AFK, you deserve to be punished. It's going to be a very hard lesson learned, and a very good lesson learned, because you will never do it again. Alright? So here we go. DS now sending a rally, and they're going to take it instantly. No one is inside that. The rally is now DABs, and this is now scary. They're going to be able to push in, because this was just such an easy capture. They didn't even have any troops to defend. If it were me, and I'm going to pause this video here. If it were me, I don't know if TA would do the same, but maybe I would have actually, even if this was downtime, if you were trying to win the battle of attrition, which means you're trying to make sure that you always get like a 3-to-1 positive trade, you know, 2-to-1 positive trade, so you always, in the long run, you should outlast your opponent, so you can actually then invade very, very brutally, right? maybe if they had someone able to, or they had the capability, if it were me, I would try and garrison the pass. Honestly, I would have tried to garrison and get as much value out of the pass as I could. Because I think the pass value of garrisoning it is so much stronger for any alliance. Free-to-play, spenders, big boys, you know, anyone. I think the way pass combat works is actually very powerful in the defender's view, right? So by not taking advantage of that, now you kind of open yourself into just open field combat, which, I'm not going to lie, is so much more entertaining. Everyone will have more fun, but it's just a little, maybe, note in my experience from what I've watched for the last 12 months, you know, fighting multiple servers as well. You know, I think that is just one decision I would do. I would say if you're watching this, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments as well. But, you know, we'll see what it is. You know, in chat we are live doing this full recording for YouTube. So, you know, if you did miss this in the live stream, you know, you are watching it right now via the main YouTube content. Thank you for watching. But if you are watching this live still with me, because we are live, even though this might look or sound like an actual like rebroadcast or a pre-recording, you can put something in the comments, and if it's something I find valuable, I will add it into this, and we're gonna, you know, brush up things. Because at the moment, this is coming to 26 minutes. I think it's a really good way of ending the video to see what happens in the next part, which would be basically part 2. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break this down into part 1 and part 2. This was part 1. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. So far in this, we've basically covered over a amazing blood family strategy, pushing through the pass, being able to use rallies to create space and win open field. They defended it for nearly over an hour and a half, I believe, if we go and double check again. An hour and 15 minutes plus this timer before. So they did a really good job on that. But now we get to see DA's and DAB's turn, right? So if you enjoyed the video, smash a like, comment, and subscribe. And my name is MrSneakyy, an official Call of Dragons content creator, and I'm here every day, currently live streaming this episode that has been recorded live for once for you guys. But with all that said, stay safe, stay sneaky, and look forward to part 2 where we're covering the Dragon family.